Happy morning, everyone. Today we are going to see the lesson Two Gentlemen of Verona by A.J. Cronin. This is a story about love, devotion, sacrifice, sincerity, and maturity displayed by two little boys in their actions to save the life of their sister who suffers from tuberculosis of the spine. Now let us see about the author. The author is A.J. Cronin. He was born on 19th July 1896 in United Kingdom and he died in 6th January 1981 in Switzerland. He was considered as renowned storyteller of 20th century. He was not only Scottish poet but he was also a dramatist and physician. Many of his stories have emerged from his medical career. His best known novels are The Citadel, Hatter's Castle, The Keys of the Kingdom, and The Green Years. And he received awards, that is, National Book Award for Fiction. And his TV shows, Dr. Finlay's Casebook, Novi Assistant, and Memorandum Banning Doctor. Now, here the narrator expresses devotion and he is very much impressed by the two little boys' action. He just shares his experience with us. So, now let us move to the summary. Actually, this story was written after the World War II and the Verona was heavily bombed. After the war, the people of Verona had to face a lot of hardships. There were only few jobs and necessities were expensive. In such difficult circumstances, the two boys in the story had to work very hard to pay for the sisters' treatment. Though they were young, they shouldered the responsibility with dignity and they never once complained. So here the author is very much impressed by the behavior and actions of the two boys and he calls them two gentlemen of Verona. So next we are going to see about the two characters. So these two boys are main characters in this lesson and they considered as hero of this lesson. So Nicola, he's 13 years old and his elder brother. And he is Jacopo, his younger brother, he is 12 years old. So now let us see about the character. Here, Nicola and Jacopo, they are the real heroes of this story. They suffer a lot in their life, but they never give up responsibilities and self respect. Their father had been killed in the war. They became homeless. They have suffered from starvation. They joined the resistance movement against the Germans. War has not broken the spirit. Their sister Lucia, she is 20 and she is suffering from tuberculosis of the spine. So they had to pay the money for her treatment every week. They are determined to work hard. They shine shoes, sell fruits, hawk newspapers, conduct tourists, and ran errands for money. They do not want to disclose their problem to the narrator. They do not want anybody's sympathy or charity. They accept the responsibility of life, but they still look contented and maintain their self-respect. So this the narrator is touched by the devotion in their selfless action and he sees a greater hope for humanity. Here the narrator is very much impressed by their attitude. Now let us see the story scene by scene. So this is the first scene. The two boys, they are selling wild strawberries and the narrator is driving through the foothills of the Alps mountain and is watching the boys, they are selling wild strawberries. So they urge narrator to buy the fruits, but his driver Luigi immediately warned not to buy fruit from the boys because of the shabby appearance. So in the next scene, the narrator watches that the boys polishing shoes and they're doing lot of things. The boys tell him that they do many things for a living and even give a tour of the town. So in that time, the narrator asks the boy to take him around the town, and now they are guiding the narrator about the place. The next scene, they are asking help from the two boys because he is new to the town and is asking help from the two boys, and they accept to help the narrator. So now the narrator, while the narrator finds the boys innocent, he perceives the seriousness and maturity in them as well. So the next scene, the boys bought American cigarettes for the narrator. So in the meanwhile, he also watched the boys are not spending much on clothes and food. They are eating black bread and figs. So this he is very much impressed because during this small age they earn a lot, but they are not spending much to them. So in the following week, one day the narrator informs the boys that he is leaving Verona soon and asks if there is anything he can do for them. So in that time, Jacopo requests to be driven to Poleta, but they never tell the truth. Even the narrator didn't ask why they are going to Poleta. So now the narrator drives the boy to the destination, which is a large red roof villa in Poleta. The Poleta is a place where their sister was admitted. So now Jacopo and Nicola, they are getting from the car and ask the narrator to wait for an 1 hour because they will return after an 1 hour. So in that time also the narrator didn't ask for what purpose they came here. So the narrator follows the boys discreetly and discovers that the villa is a hospital. The boys had to come there to visit the sick elder sister Lucia. And here the narrator knows the story through the nurse. The nurse informs the narrator that the children's father had been killed in the war and that their home had been destroyed by the bomb. So in the next scene, they are meeting their sister Lucia, who is 20 and she is suffering from tuberculosis of spine, and she sings very well. So by hearing all this story, the narrator is very much touched by the devotion in their selfless action, and he sees a greater hope for humanity. War did not break their spirit. They were determined to work hard and earn their living. Their selfless action brought a nobility to human life. So the author considered they were really two gentlemen of Verona, and he considered them as the two heroes of the Verona. So the moral of the story is self-belief and hard work will always earn success. Thank you.